God, I'm so excited to be here, and hopefully we are all good to go. I feel like I've been like on a roll with these lives, and I definitely wanted to do one on the weekend. So thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning. And oh my gosh, I have not done a project pan or anything like that in at least like 6 months, if not more. And when I was doing my, hey Christina, when I was doing my products I used up in 2021, I was asked about like doing a project pan, and so from that I gathered up some products, and I have like over 20 products that I want to use up in 2022. So my like idea is that this is just going to be a year-long project, and maybe every quarter or something like that I will do a check-in. Hey Danielle, thank you so much for being here. Every quarter or so I'll have like an update video, and I'm just hoping that it will be like good for me to have goals throughout the year. Thank you so much, Buffy. That's so sweet. And the majority of these products I would have focused on using anyway, but then there were definitely additional products that I added once I decided to do this more like specific project, instead of just like thinking in my mind like, oh, I want to use that up. So this did push me to add even more products into what I want to use up in 2022, and I feel like all of them are like very achievable to use up this year. There's like two makeup things that I'm not sure about, but I do have a really good mix of skincare, like perfume, and I have a ton of makeup that I want to use up. But I'll start with like my skincare and things like that. My bra strap is like doing this. Oh my God, Danielle! Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I can't wait. We're like getting so close to moving in, and oh my God, thank you so much. Okay, let me start with perfume because that is like really fun, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to put a perfume or perfumes in a project pan because I just don't know. Like, it's like scary because I have so many perfumes, but I decided to put two perfumes because both of these are like pretty close to either halfway or a little less than halfway. So, Jimmy Choo I Want You is like one of my top perfumes from last year, but then since I got so many more perfumes like in the second half of the year, I didn't reach for this as much, but I do really love this fragrance. As you can see, I have, like, I'm basically down to the J. And this is like a musky, it's such a hard perfume to explain. It's like a musky, I don't even know. I don't even know what this smells like. It's kind of fruity, but it's definitely very musky. Hey Cam, thanks so much for joining. So that is the first one that I definitely want to use up and feel very confident that I will be able to. And then this one is a Kim KW fragrance, and this is the, oh man, it doesn't even say, but this is like the caramelized pear or something like that. And hey Christine, nope, you joined just in the nick of time. I just started. And I have about half of the bottle. This is more like a body spray to me. Like, it doesn't last super long. It lasts on my clothes really well, but this is very sweet, and these pair beautifully together. So I was like, oh my gosh, that is perfect. I can wear them both at the same time. And the Kim KW one just helps make the Jimmy Choo one even better, in my opinion, because the Jimmy Choo, as it dries down, it's not my favorite because it definitely gets very like deep. and musky, but then the Kim KW adds to that, like, I don't know, sweet deliciousness of what I like with perfumes. So I have 2 perfumes that I'm gonna try to use up, and I feel confident about those. I also have two body lotions that I want to use up. So I am so bad about using body lotion. If you've watched my project pans in the past, I'm sure you've seen that it takes me a long time to get through body lotion. And this is one I've had for a really long time. This is the Hemp's Triple Moisture. And apologies if there's dust on it, because literally I don't use my body lotions enough. But I love this one. It smells like blueberries to me, and I never know if it's just because the color is blue, so I'm like, oh, it's like blueberries. But it's definitely like a fruity scent, and it's a great texture. I just love this, and I just need to force myself to use it because I really like it. I just don't wear body lotion a lot. And then last year I bought the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Dream Body Cream. And I think you'll be able to see I'm just about like halfway. I'm exactly to like the bottom of the label. And this is really, really great stuff. I love how it smells. It smells like a very like creamy watermelon scent. Oh my God, it smells so good. And it's actually exfoliating at the same time. Yeah, it says smoothing and moisturizing. So it has like AHAs or something in it that help like just make your body nice and smooth. And I think my hang up with this one is that it was more expensive than like I typically pay for body lotions. So I'm like, I don't want to use it up because it was like $25 or something. But it's like, well, you don't want it to go to waste, you know? So I definitely want to encourage myself to use that up, and I think that would be a really great scent for the summertime, but really any time of year smells great. One hair product I want to use up is the BB Thickening Dry Spun Texture Spray. So this is a huge bottle. It's basically full, and I just never use this because it's like an additional step that I just don't take, but I bought it, and this was probably like $35 or more. And basically it just adds like some volume to your hair without really any texture, or without like it adding a feeling to your hair. Like it says, it's like dry. And so it just adds like a little bit to your hair, and I'm really bad at my hair and I'm very lazy. So this is a good product for me, but I'm so lazy that I don't even use it. So I really want to use that up. And yeah, so those are like the hair care and the body care. Skincare, I feel like I go through a lot of skincare, but then there's certain products that I just like take so long with, like essences. These will hang around in my collection for years if I don't like purposefully use them up. So this is the Fresh Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence, and I am less than halfway. I'm basically to the word treatment, and this is basically just like a liquid that doesn't have like any oil or anything like that. Like some essences have like an oil layer, but this is really just kind of like a like hydrating water essentially. And I really like to use this almost like a toner. If I don't want to use like an acid, like a chemical exfoliating toner, I will just use this, and this kind of like balances my skin after I wash it, and it's just like very gentle. And I also like to use this when I'm being lazy with my routine, and it just adds like a little bit to my skincare if I don't want to use like serums or whatever. So I have quite a bit of this left, and I'm very fortunate Fresh sends me products quite often. So they've sent me this like repeatedly, and I've always just like passed it on because I can't even get through the first one. But it's like so nice, and you can also like pat it in your skin. I just tend to use it on like a reusable cotton pad, but yeah, I need to like force myself to use that or else I don't use it, even though it's so good. This is a product that I love, but didn't use as much because it's expensive. This is the Kate Somerville Dermal Quench Liquid Lift, and this crazy looking thing is basically like a aerosol spray can almost that has this, here, let me show you on my hand. So you definitely want to shake it up and then you spray it on your hand, or you spray it on your face. But as you hopefully can see, it's kind of like it bubbles because it has like these oxygen, it's like powered by oxygen, and it's a hyaluronic acid serum that is super, super lightweight, and it's similar to this process, I guess, that they use at Kate Somerville spas that was like, they invented it, where it's like an oxygen powered facial. And so it just like really like plumps up your skin without being heavy, and it can help with like acne, like kind of killing that bacteria and stuff like that. So anyhow, this is a really cool product and I love it, but I just don't use it too often because it's expensive. So this is one that I really want to work through, and I have been using it more since I put it like kind of to the side, and I use this in the morning to like plump up my skin. And this is also like one of a very like few amount of products I feel like that you can use on your like upper eyelids, and I have very like hooded eyes, so when I use this on my upper eyelids I just feel like it like helps like awaken everything. So I don't know if I'm just like, it's a placebo effect or what, but I really like this, but need to force myself to use it because it'll just sit there. Okay, this is a product that it's so good, but it's so potent that I feel like it will take me like the whole year to use up. This is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum. So I've used maybe like a third of it, maybe a little more than a third. But I've had this definitely 6 to 8 months. And I don't use it super frequently. I want to like maybe put it in my routine on like a certain night to be like, okay, every Tuesday I'm going to use this or something, because when I only use it when I think about it, it's not like frequent enough. And I have a backup bottle of this, so I really want to make sure I finish this year. But it's like an exfoliating acid like serum, so you definitely want to be careful with this. Use your SPF as always in the morning, but yeah, I just need to work through that. Another like chemical exfoliant thing are these Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. So this has 60, but I've definitely used like probably, I don't know, maybe like 15 to 20. This is how many are left. That doesn't help. But I just don't reach for these over my facial radiance pads from First Aid Beauty. I just like always prefer those. So these I kind of have to force myself to use them. Not that they're bad or anything, but I just prefer the First Aid Beauty ones, and these ones were sent to me, so I like really appreciate that, but they are something that I don't like gravitate to over other things that I have like picked out myself. So I use these every once in a while, but I really need to get through them so then they don't go bad. This is like so depressing to me because this was one of my like favorite products and then I just stopped using it. This is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Sleeping Mask. So this is a like two-sided product, and you can see I'm almost like done with it, but I have just completely neglected it for like months. And so I just really want to like get through this. I feel like I can definitely get through this within the first few months of this year, but I just need to make it a point to use it because at this current time, I completely like forgot that I had it. So I need to get through that. Okay, on to all the makeup. Oh my gosh, I have so much makeup that I want to get through, and I really think that we can do it. So I have 3 concealers that I want to use up. So my favorite concealer that I will just always repurchase is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I have shades that I currently use, but I have this one that it's a little too dark for me, but I can make it work, and I just need to kind of like force myself to use it. So this is the shade Light 2.5 Creme Brulee, and maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. It's just a little like dark for my skin. And what I typically use this for is if I notice I have darker under eye circles, or if I have like a dark like not like a pimple, but like I don't know, sometimes I just get like darkness on my face. So when that happens, this is really good at color correcting, but it is a little bit dark. So I need to use this sparingly, but I think I can use it up. So I'm gonna try to work through that. This is a L'Oreal Age Perfect concealer, and this is a really nice concealer, but I just don't like choose to use it over my Nars. Even though they're very similar formulas, it's just not like the perfect color for me. So it's fine and I can make it work, but yeah, I just need to get through that. And then this one is really, really good, but I just, again, don't pick it over my Nars. This is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape, and I have the color 16N Fair Light Neutral. This is a perfect, perfect color for me, but I can't use this under my eyes because it's too creamy. Even if I set it, my mascara transfers. So I've actually been using it more like on my jawline, and it's a really good color for that part of my face, and it just helps me to use it up. So there's a lot in there, so we'll see how long it takes me, but that is the one that I'm most confident about using up. The Nars, I'm a little skeptical just because it's not the best color match. Then I have this Hourglass powder. This is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and this is like a travel size, and I was like reminded, hey Heather, oh my gosh, nice to see you. I was reminded about this powder when I did my 2021 makeup empties because I had used one of these up, and so it like reminded me about this one that I have in my collection, and this is a really great like finishing powder. And so I just want to plow through this, and I still prefer my Guerlain Meteorites, and they just last so long. I was kind of tempted to put them in here, but I've had these for like a year and I still have so much, and I use it consistently. So I was like, I don't think I'll be able to use those up this year, but this like little powder, we can definitely work through that. This is a product that I really neglected in 2021. I easily could have used this up, but I just like kind of stopped using it cold turkey. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I don't have a ton of this left. I have like hit the bottom of it, but then there's a lot of product around the sides. And this is like a really thick lotion moisturizer almost that also acts as like a gripping primer. So I think this, I just need to remind myself to use it. And to be honest, I don't do my makeup like as often as I used to since I work from home now, but if I remind myself I have this, I'll be able to use it more. So that shouldn't be a problem. I just need to remember that I have it. Then I have my 2 Nars powders that I hit pan on this year. The Nars Lagoona Mini. It's like very close to being done, but I just don't use bronzer very much. So it takes me a long time, and I have to go very light-handed because I'm so dang pale. So this will probably take me quite a while, but I'll definitely be able to use it up. And then Nars Capri highlighter. I feel like I have like none left, but it's like lasting so well. I use this pretty much every day, and that's the highlight that I have on today. It is just gorgeous, and there's still like a lot of product in the corners, and thankfully so far I haven't had a problem with my brush picking it up, because I use more of a targeted brush for my highlighter. So this shouldn't be a problem. I just need to keep using it consistently. This is one of my products that I'm not sure if I'll be able to use up this year, but I would love to at least hit pan. And I probably should get rid of it, but like I can't. This is the Cover FX Moonlight highlighter, and it just looks like a skin powder when you look at it, but when it's on your skin, it is the most amazing like silvery sheen. And this has been discontinued, which just devastates me, and that's why I really don't use this. But this is old. I don't even want to admit to myself how long I've had this, but like there's nothing weird about it. It doesn't have any like texture changes or anything, but I really need to use this and enjoy it because since I can't get it again, I just don't use it, and that is not what makeup is for. So I really want to at least hit pan on that one. This Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury, I'm a little less than halfway done. I just kind of like the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I use this like all the time, and then I just stopped using it completely cold turkey. And it's just like a setting spray, but I don't know why I just like stopped using it, but it needs to be used up because I've had that for like a year. Okay, then I have 2 eye products and then 3 lip products. So I want to use up this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Intense Moonlight. This again is pretty old, and I have this much left, so it doesn't look like a ton. Hey Aunt Sue! Oh my god, thanks for being here. And it isn't a ton of product, but it lasts a long time because it's very metallic, and so I just use it on my lids. And so it just takes a long time to use up, but again, I've had this for a few years and I just really need to use it up, but it's one of those products I love, so I don't use it as much as I should, but I really need to get through that. And then I want to use up the Chanel Espresso eyeliner. This is a really nice eyeliner, but I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury Barbarella Brown. And okay, so this is how much I have. That's not too much. So I definitely use this pretty consistently. It's what I'm wearing today, but I do have to like remind myself to use it. So I was thinking that's a perfect type of product to put in a project pan that I really want to get something else that I prefer more that like does the same job, but that was like expensive, so I want to use that up first. And then I have 3 lip products, and I'm hoping I can use up more than this, but these are the ones that I'm like definitely going to focus on. So I have 2 MAC lip glosses. If you can tell, this one is like very low. Like I only have maybe a third of this left, and this is Oyster Girl. This is like my favorite one, as you can tell, and it just adds the perfect like shine to any lip look. Like, it is perfect. It doesn't have glitter. It's super smooth. I just love this one so much and would repurchase that. As with Spite, this is a, like, I got it last year, but it's like one that I kind of rediscovered recently, and it is so good. But it's almost like a shiny liquid lipstick because it's so like opaque. So you don't need a lot, and I don't know, I just want to see if I can use this up. So, ooh, I haven't tried Fort de France Highlight from Nars. I will check that out. And then finally, this is another product I'm not sure if I'll be able to use up, and I wouldn't even be upset if I didn't, but I really want to try to use up my one and only Tom Ford lipstick. This is in the like rose prick packaging. I always think millennial pink. But this is the lipstick in Casablanca, which is like a permanent color. It's just this packaging that was limited. And I practically have the whole lipstick. I have like worn down the TF. This is just a stunning color. It's what I'm wearing today. But I've just heard from so many people over the years, like from their videos, that Tom Ford lipsticks go bad very fast. And that is just like appalling to me because these are so expensive. And I got this from the cosmetic company store in Rehoboth, Delaware, but this was still like $30. Like, that is very expensive for a lipstick, and I love the color. It's a great like everyday like rosy neutral, but I don't wear lipstick like all the time. But if I did, this is a color that I would wear. So again, I'm not sure if I'll actually finish this up, but I really want to make it a point to use my expensive products that go bad fast, like lipsticks, lip glosses, like stuff like that. Cream shadows and powder products last a lot longer, though you should, of course, also try to use those up before they expire. But yeah, we'll see. I don't have 100% confidence in using that up this year, but I would love to see it like get worn down and all that good stuff. So that is all the stuff that I want to like purposely use up this year, and I hope that I'll be able to use up way more than that. But these are products that without that little extra push, I most likely wouldn't use up this year. And there are some things that I'm going to be like really sad about using up, like this this is not in my project, but if I use up the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm in Pink Gasm, I'll be like devastated if I can't get my hands on this again. So I want to use this up because it's a cream product, but I'm also like really sad if I did. So anyhow, that is all I had to share today, but I'm excited to try to get back into the project panning world. And if you guys are doing like a project use it up or project pan or anything like that, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or whatever, or even if you just want to send me pictures throughout the year, like I love Danielle, one of my subbies, who's so nice to give a super chat. She will send me pictures of like her fragrance combos or like the lip products that she's wearing, and I just like love that so much. So always feel free to reach out and share your beauty thoughts or whatever, TV shows, anything, books, you know. Anything you want to share. I just love hearing from you guys. Ooh, Tarte has a really nice liquid blush that's similar to Pinkgasm. Melissa, do you know the name? Because I need to know. But I appreciate you guys all for being here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe 30 of you guys are watching. Thank you so, so much. And I can't wait to update you throughout the year on my progress with these products. And I hope all of us just have a really like successful, happy, healthy 2022, even though I keep calling it 2020 like all the time. I'm like, oh, it's 2020, and I'm like, oh my god, it's 2022. I'm just so confused. But anyway, thank you for being here. Oh, I just love you guys, and I hope you have a great Sunday, and I will see you very soon. Bye.